The following contest is an Ironman match. Making his way to the ring from parts unknown. Weighing in at 242 pounds. Vince
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's gonna pay. 'Cause the $1 Million Man always gets his way.
Money, 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 money.
Some might cost a little. Some might cost a lot. But I'm the $1 Million Man. And you will be bought.
Hello and adieu. I'm Esa Focolot. I had to speak in an English accent in order for my broadcast curly to understand.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marty Michaels alongside Elsa Frugalot.
Is
We are live
Focolot.
in Hamburg, Germany.
You weak Americans.
Ordering a bit of
Can't
Hitler's
understand
celebration
proper
today. I'm
accent.
not really sure what we're celebrating, but
It's
there's a
Safira's
matchup between
birthday, you
Pinhead
fool.
and Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. And Elsa, why don't you explain the rules to the people at home?
I saw that it with pleasure, Mr. Mikus.
Just call me Marty.
As you wish. The rules are quite simple, Marty. Both contestants have to compete for 1 hour. The most pinfalls out of each contestant. The one with the most pinfalls will be the victor of the contest. Is that more explainable than what you need to know?
That will work. Basically, it's an Ironman contest. The one with the most victories in the entire contest within 1 hour will be the winner of the entire matchup. And right now, Ted DiBiase means business as he's going after Pinhead.
That would you care for a singlet?
No thanks, I'm fine. Did I also mention that this matchup is also not sanctioned by the Fantasy Pro Wrestling Federation? It is also rather sponsored in some way. It is, however, sanctioned by Rocket City Championship Wrestling.
Mr. Kulov pays very, very well to sponsor our promotion.
I'm sure he does, Elsa. He sells you illegal products such as steroids, horse steroids, to give to his talent.
They're not illegal. We sell the finest products in all of anatomy.
Yeah, well, if you attempt to hustle the guys over some stuff, though, that'll shrink your anatomy permanently, I guess you got a deal going on there, as we have
But
Ted
the
DiBiase on top
American-
of Pinhead now on the floor. Did I also mention this matchup is also Falls Count Anywhere?
How dare you disrespect my nature, our culture, and our business with Mr. Bill Koloff and his proposition of buying our products to sell to his important people.
I wouldn't necessarily call someone that paid $10 million to the real Nature Boy Ric Flair to steal his gimmick and call himself the Nature Boy Paul Lee an important person, as we have Pinhead on the offense right now.
And you insult the talent too, Mr. Marty. You are an horrible excuse for broadcasting.
I truly apologize if the truth offends you, but if you own a gym and you have to kick your own wife out of the gym so you can sit there and stare at 13-year-old boys' butts all day while they're walking on the treadmill, I think you got a problem there, seriously.
Excuse me? What was that?
I'm just telling you the source that Barry Koloff tricks young 13-year-old boys at the Cosmo Fitness Gym, and he tries to rape them in the bathroom and sells them steroids in the process. As we have the sleeper hold $1 million dream locked onto the Pinhead.
So what you're really saying is that
What I'm really saying is that your business associate is a con artist. Back to the action.
all right, Mr. Michaels, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear any of this conversation and not report you to the Führer. I want to continue facing forward onto this matchup. We only have like 50 minutes left into this contest, or 55 minutes left into this matchup.
Well, I didn't come here to just start no debate with you, but you kind of started it with me by bringing up Barry Koloff and his shady business tactics.
Enough about that, American. Focus on the contest.
Well, from the looks of it, Ted DiBiase is actually holding his own in this contest, going for a weapon. It's no disqualification in this matchup. He has a chair handy, going to swing it towards the lamination of Pinhead, the Hell Priest, and a massive swing by the steel chair. Ted DiBiase swinging violently at those chair shots.
Who do you want to win in this contest, Mr. Michaels?
Well, neither contestants are my favorites, so I don't really have a choice in picking them. We just got another pinfall by Ted DiBiase, though. But if I were to pick the winner, I would go with Ted DiBiase. But wait a minute. Ted DiBiase is leaving the arena here.
As expected, Mr. Michaels. I was hoping you would say that.
Didn't I specifically tell you earlier to call me Marty? And why is that, Elsa?
It is a custom we have here in Germany, Mr. Michaels, to call the other by Mr. or Mrs. And I, among others here, expect you to pick
$1 million
Mr.
dream
Ted
applied to the
DiBiase
Pinhead.
as your winner.
And there's another victory for Ted DiBiase to the Hell Priest.
Pathetic.
And Ted DiBiase's cocky now and knows he won it, but the Hell Priest is not finished. Exactly what do you mean? Well, you expected me to pick Ted DiBiase?
Don't need that. Oh, Mr. Michaels, have you ever heard of Pankration?
And the $1 million man ran him straight into a sit-down paint. Chokes him. Do what now?
Pankration, Mr. Michaels.
Pankration? Not sure I understand. Please define, young lady.
In the times of ancient Greece, during the Olympics, they practiced wrestling to the death. But don't you care? We here practice that same concept. Yeah. And your friend, Monsieur DiBiase, but is a subject.
Look here, young lady, we just came here to wrestle. We were bucked here to wrestle. We'll be right back after this important message.
I welcome back on this grand day as we celebrate the Führer's birthday with a match Ironman contest between the laminations of the Hell Priest and the $1 million man, Mr. Ted DiBiase.
And the score is already 2-1 between Ted DiBiase and the Pinhead, as Ted DiBiase is taunting the Pinhead now, with a vicious knee drop busting open the Pinhead.
This is what the people want to see here in Germany.
And DiBiase now with the British club, swinging away at the Pinhead. A busted open crimson mass exposed. He can put the Pinhead away with another pinfall here, but
long.
Ted DiBiase just appears to want to punish the Hell Priest. He's pulling that ladder out.
Ah, this vicious side of American, bitter, real, hot to straight.
Exactly what are you getting at here, Elsa?
Nothing. Just giving the American a sense of hope is all.
Hope for what? This is just an Ironman contest. It doesn't count or anything. It's not counted for. It's not sanctioned anywhere in the fantasy pro wrestling books.
Oh, you Americans. So silly. This is not just an Ironman contest. This is a Pankration contest, I told you.
So in essence, you're saying that the winner of this match must win in death?
Now you're catching on, American.
Ted DiBiase just scored another victory over the Pinhead, but I think just almost lost his teeth there.
Impressive contest so far between you and Mr. Ted DiBiase and the Lamination Hill Priest.
That massive head claw applied to the $1 Million Man. Will he give up? Will he submit?
Ted DiBiase
will the
is
Pinhead
weak,
gain another victory?
as we see here.
But just with the small amount of energy was able to fight off the Pinhead. And with that combination now.
Perhaps I was wrong about Mr. DiBiase. He's a man of fighting strength right now.
He's definitely fired up right now, as he's got these people here in Germany fired up. With that table at hand.
There's a fire in his eyes.
Not really sure what he's planning to do with that table, but he locks up with the Pinhead now, dragging the Pinhead over.
Mr. DiBiase is giving in to the people. He has no idea. He's all set off by a trance here. He's giving the people what they want.
He may be giving the people a little more than what they want as he sets Pinhead up on that table, heading up to the top rope. What's Ted DiBiase planning to do off that top?
Oh.
Ted DiBiase just went airborne off that top onto the
You're
floor. Now he goes
making
for the cover attempt.
suicidal.
There's another pinfall to Ted DiBiase added to his victory list.
Oh, get up, you demon. Show this American some true torture.
Both contestants now back into the ring as Pinhead is in control. Whipped off into the corner as Ted DiBiase fights back and able to come back, but Pinhead now hooking Ted DiBiase.
Your Americans' conditioning is hard to withstand. The power of the Hell Priest.
And once again, that claw applied to Ted DiBiase. Will Ted DiBiase be able to give it up, or will he be able to fight back?
Mr. DiBiase is too weak to fight back this time.
Well, don't let Ted fool you as he makes a comeback, locking up again with Pinhead now, going for a pile driver.
Oof. Come on, you demon.
And stomping away is Ted DiBiase onto the Hell Priest with another submission hold applied. And another victory here as Ted DiBiase scores another victory by submission. And going for that ladder, we still have 46 minutes left into this contest. My broadcasting colleague is about to have an aneurysm, it seems, over here. Are you okay, Elsa?
Well, I'm just overwhelmed by your American and him scoring more victories than the lamination of the box we unleashed this monster on earlier today.
You're speaking a lot of confusion, not really making much sense, though, as the Pinhead tosses Ted DiBiase over the top rope like he was nothing. And a cover attempt. Referee's in position.
Come on, Demon. Get him.
It's real obvious who you're pulling for, Elsa, in this contest.
And what are you, American, to criticize me or who I wouldn't I cheer for?
Once again, Elsa, I'm not here to get into the debate with you. I'm just here to help you call the contest of the match, that's all.
Yes, you and your cronies of FPWF come in here and try to act like you're taking over.
Not act, we are taking over, and we're only here to sponsor our product, Extinct Cigarettes. We do not interfere with any of the activities sponsoring this event, such as Barry Koloff selling his daughter for blowjobs at Alabama A&M University. We do not sponsor any of that. We only sponsor the Extinct, and I'm here to help you call the match. That is all.
Oh wait, his daughter's selling blowjobs at Alabama A&M? What is that exactly?
So nothing college up in North Alabama, as Ted DiBiase is still in control now with the pinhead, picking the pinhead up over his shoulder, but the pinhead was able to counter.
This nothing college you speak of is an American college.
And face first down goes the $1 Million Man as he's stunned and out of it as the pinhead now going for those steps. And the $1 Million Man begging him off.
So it's fun watching the American beg for his life.
That was a little bit of a harsh thing to say, Elsa, as we have a comeback now on Ted DiBiase on the bloodied pinhead.
What better place to hear to display harsh tactics?
And another submission hold is applied to the pinhead. And the pinhead
You
is
love pain, you
possibly
fools.
giving it up. He's
Stop
tapping
out.
out and giving it up, and another victory has been given to the $1 Million Man.
I'm beyond overwhelmed by the turnouts of this event. Because I, among others, was expected to see Mr. DiBiase lose today's ventures. It seems he has mistaken me and proven me wrong.
Nice snap elbow neck breaker applied to the pinhead, and there's a cover attempt. And there's another victory to Ted DiBiase's rankings.
I must say, quite impressed with Mr. DiBiase's rankings today on the pinhead. He shocked me along a lot of many others. Their fatality, and now he's going for the weapon now.
As impressive as his moves are, you might be impressed as well, Elsa, with his money, as we see Ted DiBiase with that table now.
Yes, he bought his way into this contest.
He what?
He bought this matchup. Bought this time.
That explains why he's fighting here in Germany. Then.
We told him it would be a simple exhibition. But we did not tell him that there would be an Ironman contest.
Well, let that be a lesson to you at home, folks. Be careful what you spend your money on. And there's a big DDT applied to the $1 Million Man. And the pinhead now dropping the $1 Million Man face first once again onto that canvas area.
He did say that everything has a price.
Typical $1 Million Man fashion, as Ted DiBiase now on the offense with those right hands, and another fist drop delivered to the Hell Priest.
So, to answer your question, Mr. Michaels, do I love Mr. DiBiase's money? Well, what do you think?
I think you might be asking for a little bit more out of what you're bargaining for, as we see Ted DiBiase now with a whirlwind fire with that back elbow.
American.
I need to remind everyone at home that this matchup is not sanctioned by the Fantasy Pro Wrestling Federation, and we will return right after these important messages. Don't go anywhere.
The following may be offensive to some viewers.
Viewers' discretion is advised.
Well, we're back from that brief commercial break, and Pinhead's still in control on this contest against Ted DiBiase, a bloodied, busted up when Ted DiBiase.
Storcease. Did you take the pinhead would be that easy to defeat.
Well, it is 8-1, Elsa. And the Ted DiBiase's in the lead in the pinfalls.
Star side, where's pinfall?
Oh, excuse me, he's won 8 matches by submission, Mr. Ted DiBiase. And he set that table ablaze.
Ooh, the temperature. It rises to about 200 degrees.
And you can feel the heat from all the way up here as the power bomb is in play here from Ted DiBiase.
And your American has set the trip for my demon.
Nice. Power bomb into the mat. That's gonna earn $1 Million Man a pinfall, and it does.
Your American is impressing our fascist army here in Germany tonight.
Now, hold on there, Elsa. I thought you was cheering for Pinhead. I thought Pinhead was your pick in this matchup.
SOB. I am cheering for the Hell Priest, you egghead. And your American is on his knees again.
And Ted DiBiase trying to get away again, trying to escape, hollering for Virgil, ran right into that iron claw from the Pinhead. He's able to fight it off. Then with a back elbow now. Trying to run away. Ted DiBiase. He's about 20 feet away trying to escape.
There's no escape. The doors are sealed. We must have a winner. Your friend, Mr. DiBiase, must stay for the festivities.
And the $1 Million Man trying to escape the building ran smack into that iron claw again.
Mr. DiBiase is in trouble this time.
You're right about that one, Elsa. As Pinhead has received the victory this time. It's 2-9, the 10 from Ted DiBiase to the Pinhead. The Pinhead got a victory over on that, but Ted DiBiase's back up on his feet, Elsa.
Lucky American. Come on, you devil. Get him.
And the $1 Million Dream is applied once again to the Pinhead, making the Pinhead submit to fall asleep.
No.
There's another victory applied to the $1 Million Man. I believe that makes it 13-2. The $1 Million Man is still in the lead, going after the wounded Pinhead.
Both contestants brawling to the entire stage of the arena.
It's a back and forth slugfest going on between Ted DiBiase and the Pinhead as Ted DiBiase continues to wound the Pinhead down. And another $1 Million Dream is applied.
You love pain, you fool. Fight back.
And that makes it the victory number 14 for Ted DiBiase. A cocky Ted DiBiase. He's running away, saying it's all over. He's trying to get away this time. Maybe he can.
I told you, the doors are sealed. There's no escape. Virgil is safe.
Virgil's supposed to be hanging out in his dressing room. Nowhere to be. He's not allowed to come to ringside. But Ted DiBiase's going on. There's another fight going on between the Pinhead.
Of course. Where else would Virgil be?
I didn't like the way you said that, Elsa. As another clause applied to Ted DiBiase. Can he escape this one?
Mr. Ted DiBiase has nothing to worry about with Virgil. He only has to worry about the Pinhead direct and how.
That's fact in the affirmative right now, Elsa, as the Ted DiBiase's fighting the Pinhead off, and the Pinhead seems to be fighting back and busting open the Ted DiBiase once again.
Impressive.
But there's a back and forth slugfest going on, and Ted DiBiase with that neck breaker.
Monsieur Ted DiBiase is a top-class athlete. High in his class.
Mr. Ted DiBiase's in trouble right now, though, as he got caught with that silencer submission hold applied by the Pinhead.
Deadly maneuver.
I think he's got nowhere to go. The $1 Million Man shrugging it
Your
off.
American friend
fighting it back.
is trapped. Trapped in this submission. He has nowhere to go.
Well, those skills you were mentioning earlier, he just escaped that one. The $1 Million Man, he got away from the pinhead, escaped that submission hold, and he's trying to get away again, but ran right into a clothesline.
As smart as Mr. DiBiase is, he can easily be fooled.
And a cover and play referee position, and then there's the pinfall for the pinhead. It's now 3-13. I think you're more interested in the $1 Million Man's money.
Well, that fever, Mr. DiBiase does provide the fruit.
And the Hell Priest now, going after the arms of the $1 Million Man, and a big tomahawk chop.
Ooh, vicious striking ability.
A pinhead from an ancient nether realm of hell has excellent striking ability as he went after the teeth of the $1 Million Man.
But Mr. DiBiase in his skills was able to sweep Mr. Pinhead out from under his legs.
You're referring to that cheap shot that the $1 Million Man is known for. Oh yeah, he's very known for that as he drills those vicious knees to the back, setting up possibly for another $1 Million dream to the pinhead.
What can I say? You had to do anything and everything to win the match.
I guess you're right as we have a claw applied once again to the $1 Million Man. $1 Million Man has nowhere to go, nowhere to escape.
Your American has a lot of pride and no give up attitude. But he will have no choice but to give up here.
$1 Million Man continues to fight it off.
Do it. Kill him. Help you.
And the $1 Million Man escapes yet again. And another back
Fatigue
elbow.
is setting in.
Ted DiBiase is wore out, tired, exhausted from this 1-hour Ironman contest. Still with like 25 minutes left to go, and the belly-to-belly suplex.
Miss Michaels, I have to collect you as a guttering suplex.
Well, thank you, Elsa. Got
With
rich
pleasure,
suplex, but
Mr. Michaels.
Mr. DiBiase's still in control. As he threw the pinhead 10 feet away as he's going for that fist drop.
The patented special maneuver by Mr. DiBiase as he's going for cover.
Referee's in position, and it's all over. A 3 count makes it 14-2 from the pinhead. Wait a second. Did you just see?
Yet, I see what Mr. Michaels.
Never mind. A claw applied right in front of 2 body bags that was distracted the $1 Million Man as he's fighting off that claw against the pinhead for a possible victory for the pinhead here.
Is there something wrong, Mr. Michaels?
Who's in those body bags?
Well, if I told you, you'd know.
Yeah, I get it, as Ted DiBiase now is escaping the pinhead, running away. He's trying to catch his breath, but the pinhead's catching up with him pretty quick.
You cannot escape the Hell Priest that easily. Your friend, Mr. DiBiase, he'll find out soon enough.
Will the pinhead be able to up the score with the $1 Million Man, or will Ted DiBiase be able to escape the pinhead? We'll find out as soon as we come back from this brief, important message. Don't go anywhere.
Mr. DiBiase is in deep trouble now. As
another pinfall by the pinhead. We'll keep you updated. Don't go anywhere. Well, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, back in this non-sanctioned event, this 60-minute Ironman contest. We were down at almost to the 30-minute mark. I'm alongside Elsa Fugalad, and
is Fugalad. Can't you Americans understand simple pronunciation?
Well, I understand pronunciation just fine. It's just your name is hard to kind of pronounce, though, since you're German and I'm American. And Pinhead has Ted DiBiase over his shoulder, power bombing him over the top rope onto that hard floor.
Oh my God, Mr. DiBiase has a broken back. It appears now.
It's possible, seeming as Ted DiBiase fell 7 feet. But Ted DiBiase's fighting the demon off, the Hell Priest.
This Mr. DiBiase has 9 lives, it seems.
Don't know if I want to call it 9 lives, as we have a cover attempt and another victory to Ted DiBiase with that pile driver.
And just like that, Pinhead is right back up on his feet.
Ted DiBiase was going for a weapon, was met with a DDT from the Pinhead as soon as he stood up from his feet. And now,
look at that
it's
grin
a
on
back
that
and forth
officer's
once
face.
again
He loves
between
it.
the Hell Priest and the $1 Million Man. We're near the 30-minute mark, and Elsa, it's 13-4. How do you feel about the Pinhead losing this contest?
The Pinhead is not losing yet. It's only 30 minutes, you fool.
I'm
It's
just...
just because 30 minutes mark and he's only have 13 wins over the Pinhead doesn't necessarily mean the Pinhead is going to lose.
Well, that's an excellent analogy, and I admire your confidence, but from the looks of it right here,
Guys,
Ted DiBiase's in the lead of the pinfalls, and we have the Pinhead going for a choke slam.
you're American. He's very, very tough and strong and wise. That's why we picked him for this contest. And not just that, he brings great wealth as well.
Ted DiBiase heading up to the top of that ladder he just set up a few seconds ago.
Look at
Wait a minute, he
American.
jumped down, realized the Pinhead was in his way.
Mr. DiBiase saw him and jumped down, but it was too late. The Hell Priest beat him to the punch.
And got a victory out of it as well as another victory. It's 5-13 now. There's another victory scored by the Pinhead. And he throws the $1 Million Man over the top rope.
The $1 Million Man is dazed and confused at this moment in time as the Pinhead is stalking him.
Pinhead's going for that silencer, but is immediately blocked by the $1 Million Man and cut off with that $1 Million Dream applied again.
This hold has been quite successful for Mr. DiBiase this evening.
A $1 Million Dream is impossible to escape from. You have to be in really, really bad enough shape, which the Pinhead appears to be, as Ted DiBiase going for that pile driver for the umpteenth time in this matchup.
I can only imagine what that would feel like for a real person to be dropped on its head.
It's not a good feeling, let me assure you. As Ted DiBiase heading up to the ring apron, went for an elbow drop, but was dodged and...
Now the trap is set. Mr. DiBiase, Mr. Michaels.
What trap? What are you speaking of, Elsa?
Now it is time for Mr. DiBiase to taste some of his own medicine.
DiBiase taking enough damage from Pinhead stretching the arms of the $1 Million Man. Can the $1 Million Man fight back somehow in this contest? It is down to the 30-minute mark, 28-minute mark to be exact. And Ted DiBiase continues to fight back.
No, take him out.
And a little cheap shot action by the $1 Million Man as the $1 Million Man rakes the eyes of the Pinhead.
Oh,
And another rake of the eyes of the Pinhead. You wasn't expecting all this from $1 Million Man.
I had to say, we're quite impressed with Mr. DiBiase. But the matchup continues.
And Ted DiBiase's possibly setting up for that umpteenth time for that $1 Million Dream. He has it applied, wrenched in deep. Pinhead got nowhere to go. He submits. And there's another victory applied to the $1 Million Man. It is now 17-4. 17 and 5, excuse me. 13 and 5.
A bit confused yourself, American.
Make that 15 and 5. As another pinfall victory attempted to Ted DiBiase,
That's
but
it. Take
immediately
him
ran
down,
right into that
finish
claw
him.
by the Hell Priest. I can't really see the scoreboard. I've lost my glasses, but I believe it is 15 and 5 is the score between Ted DiBiase and the Pinhead. Am I right, Elsa?
Good thing you're not wrestling in or refereeing in this contest. Otherwise, you'd be in big trouble.
I'll take that as a no. But nonetheless, the score is awful high between Ted DiBiase and the Pinhead. Then Ted DiBiase's in the major league with that back elbow delivered to the Hell Priest.
And Mr. DiBiase is going for another weapon.
Ted DiBiase went for a chair, but was immediately ran through by the Pinhead.
Mr. DiBiase is stunned and dazed. Blood pouring down from his face.
Yes, Mr. DiBiase is displaying what they call the Crimson Mask. But he's in a lot of trouble right now with the Pinhead as the Pinhead locks up with DiBiase, throwing him back into the center of the ring. DiBiase straddled, trying to shake those cobwebs out.
With just enough strength to cut off the Hell Priest.
It's a back and forth contest between both individuals as the $1 Million Man won that contest with the knee breaker.
Mr. DiBiase is climbing the ladder and has the Hell Priest down. What's he planning to do off the top of that ladder, Mr. Naku?
Not really sure. That's DiBiase's not
Hippie!
known to climb off the top of the ladder and do high flying, but he flew 10 feet and just pinned the Pinhead with a 1, 2, 3.
That was at least 20 or 30 feet in the air.
It was some height. It was nearly 20. This is surprised no one really got seriously injured during that. There's a pinfall by the Pinhead. And another victory given to the Pinhead on Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man.
That win brought some kind of energy out of Mr. DiBiase with that knee drop to the face of the Hell Priest.
$1 Million Man on a house of fire waiting for the Pinhead to come to his feet, but the Pinhead immediately shrugged off the $1 Million Man. He was going for that
you
$1 million
demon.
dream
Fight
for the
back.
18th time.
And then Mr. DiBiase with those legendary fist drops, busting open the Hell Priest.
And now the Hell Priest now is displaying the Crimson Mask and a cover attempt by the $1 Million Man. And
Get
the
up,
$1
you
Million Man gets a
demon, and
victory.
destroy
We are now
him.
down to 24 minutes in this contest. Like many, my colleague is not too thrilled about the outcome of this fight.
It's a little bit of mixture between two parties. I'm a little bit shocked and yet disappointed. Yeah.
So in other words, you're not really upset at all. You just want Ted DiBiase's money.
I already have his money, you fool. I just wanted to see him lose and be humiliated in front of all of my fellow officers here in Germany and the Führer. Today's his birthday. It would have been a great surprise.
What a way to ruin a great birthday surprise, I guess. The matchup continues on as a figure 4 leg lock is applied to the Pinhead. Who will come out on top? We are down to 22 minutes and 46 seconds. We'll be back after these important messages. Don't go anywhere.
Don't take too long.
You can't enjoy the sunset without a nice Eckstein to cool off.
Wow!
We welcome everyone back. As you can see, the score, the matchup still continues. As I have still my client, my broadcaster, Mr. Michael Steele, in the broadcast area.
I'm still hanging in there with you as we see Ted DiBiase heading up to the top of that ladder. And Pinhead immediately cut off the $1 Million Man from climbing the top of that ladder.
And Mr. DiBiase just threw the Pinhead off the top rope onto the floor.
Yes, and immediately followed by a senton, wounded, knocking the wind out of the Hell Priest as I don't know what Ted DiBiase's up to. He's going for another weapon, it seems like. But the Hell Priest is right back up on his feet.
Gregor, interesting reflex by Mr. DiBiase with that table.
And notice as he keeps his focus on the Pinhead, doesn't take his eye or mind off of the Pinhead. He goes right back after the fight.
Yes. That is why we had chosen him to participate in this contest. Mr. DiBiase is a true technician.
Well, like DiBiase always says, everybody's got a price, and there's another victory for the $1 Million Man. And he goes back to the attack on the $1 Million, on the Pinhead, with another flying fist drop to the face, wounding the face of the Pinhead, and he's going for another weapon. And again, taking the attack onto the Pinhead. The straight right hand, dropping the Pinhead.
That will only weaken the Pinhead. They would not necessarily defeat him. What?
And DiBiase now with some massive chair shots to the across the sternum area of the Pinhead, trying to bust open some of those blood swibs on the Pinhead's chest.
And Mr. DiBiase, with that chair, setting it up in the corner. He's got the table. Wonder what he's planning to do with the table, Mr. Michael.
Did you just see that?
I see what?
DiBiase just went to go grab Pinhead and a chain just burst out of Pinhead's side. Luckily, DiBiase was able to dodge it, though.
You just the witness, the secret weapon of the lamination process.
The process of what? What are we talking about here? And a cutoff by Ted DiBiase onto the Pinhead.
Every year, a client must sell his soul in order to please the Leviathan and the Hell Priest. A sacrifice must be made, and the weapons used in the sacrifice are chains with long, sharp hooks. In order for the sacrifice to be officially made, a reward is given. Reward of wealth, impact, end of poverty.
So basically, the $1 Million Man here is a sacrifice being made in this non-sanctioned event put on by, that's sponsored by Mr. Barry Koloff. I wonder who the person who's issued the call on that could have been.
You're catching on. Much slower than anticipated. But now you're catching on. And the Pinhead just got rolled over the top of that table. And Mr. DiBiase has set up the table. Wonder what he could be planning to do in this battle. He's setting up a battle station.
Well, whatever's going on, Ted DiBiase has a battle plan set up, but the table was broken, was split up between Pinhead and Ted DiBiase. Attacked Pinhead dead on with a collision attack.
This contest is for the great of good. And Ted DiBiase sacrifice will be for the great of good.
But once again, for a man that tells his wife she can't work out at a gym he owns, purely because he likes to look at little 13-year-old boys' butts while they're running on the treadmill, and selling his daughter at the Alabama A&M University for blowjobs, $10 a pop, as a good thing. It's supposed to be for the greater good? Well, all I have to say is Barry Koloff's going to heaven. We're all a shoe-in, man.
You should be ashamed of yourself the way you speak to our sponsor.
Heh, you think I'm bad? You should have waited to see when you have Shotgun Tommy Mercer on here. Or heck, try his cousin Roy D. Mercer.
Now the Pinhead got his shoulder up right there. That was illegal.
Nonetheless, another victory given to the $1 Million Man and the
Get up,
waffle
you
with that
demon.
table. Well, that damn damaged Pinhead.
What is wrong with you? Get up and fight. Yes.
Well, this contest sure has gotten personal now that I've realized that Ted DiBiase's not only just a contender, but he's also just a sacrifice. This is a baited trap by the Nazis. So I'm working for Ted DiBiase in this contest.
You can't go anywhere, Mr. Michaels. The doors are locked.
Oh, I'll find a way out of here. Meanwhile, Ted DiBiase up at the top and Pinhead on that
Look
table.
out.
And another impactful move by the
Very
$1 Million
impressive.
Man, coming
But
20
get
feet
up, you
off the
fool.
top of that ladder and dropping the Pinhead through the table, and he got a victory out of it. How many does that make, Elsa? Elsa's not responding right now. She's a little upset, but we got another pinfall by the Pinhead with that choke slam, and he got a victory in.
Now that's more like it. Get up, you fool.
And DiBiase now swapped a victory with the Pinhead on that one. And he continues to fight the Pinhead off. Wounded it. He wore out. Planting.
Mr. DiBiase has more stamina than we all thought.
And another $1 Million Dream applied to the Hell Priest. And it puts away and gets a victory. And another
Hi,
victory
Hitler.
to the $1 Million Man, who's ahead in the lead.
Who said that?
17 to 6 or 7, I believe.
And DiBiase.
And out of nowhere comes the Pinhead flying on top of Ted DiBiase, who went out to the floor to go search for a weapon. And the cover and referee's in position. And there's another victory to Pinhead.
You getting a little nervous over there, Mr. Michaels?
Mrs. Fugula.
Yay, you finally got it right.
Fuguloff.
Ah, wait, how, you pig! How dare you speak that way? I'm not gonna talk to you anymore in the rest of this contest.
Well, no offense, you really haven't said much in at this contest anyway, and we're winning. There's another pinfall attempt. Ted DiBiase, referee's in position, and there's another victory to Ted DiBiase.
Not only do you insult me, but you insult my clients. You insult my sponsors. You insult my brothers and sisters. How dare you?
Would you like to meet my other commentary and broadcaster, Mr. Shotgun Tommy Mercer?
I don't care.
Well, I'll be honest with you, he's going to be 10 times more brutal when what he thinks about Barry Koloff and what I'm going to be honest with. I'm just sugarcoating half of the stuff here. Well, there's no response out of that, so we're back into the matchup now. As we see Ted DiBiase trying to run, trying to flee away. He has a shovel in hand, a weapon in hand, trying to get away, trying to run. I don't blame him. Try to get away as fast as you can, Mr. DiBiase. Ted, please. This is a mad shop here going on.
The best of luck to you on trying to flee and escape. Like I said before, the doors are locked and sealed. You have nowhere to go. Hey, wait.
Well, thankfully, we only have 10 minutes left in this contest, and there's a pinfall attempt by the Pinhead. Looks like the Pinhead's getting ahead in the game against the $1 Million Man. We'll let you know all the results after these important messages. Don't go anywhere. Well, we're back from that close to the final commercial break on this broadcast. We only have 8 minutes left in this contest. And Ted DiBiase with that $1 Million Dream once again, even in this score up, he's now 20 wins away from the Pinhead.
Mr. DiBiase has the full advantage now.
20 wins over 10, I would say so.
Oh, do you really have to remind everyone how many wins Mr. DiBiase has?
I'm just here to state the facts and help you call this matchup. I'm from the FPWF agency. Ted DiBiase's trying to make a run for it again.
He
Can't
won't
say
get
that I
far.
blame him much on this trap we've been running to. But Pinhead's back up on his feet, chasing,
Come on,
stalking
Demon,
down
hurry up and get him.
Ted DiBiase.
Stray. Mr. DiBiase knows he is trapped. Knows he can't
And on
go
the
any-
attack is Ted DiBiase going again after the Pinhead with that shovel swinging wild.
But you see, pain has no effect on the Hell Priest.
It's certainly taking effect now as there's a pinfall attempt, referee's imposition, and there's another 3 count and another victory for the $1 Million Man. How you feel about that concept?
I don't wish to comment on that at the moment. Mr. DiBiase is good, but the Pinhead is even better, cause he cannot leave his feet, he keeps getting back up. The Pinhead is invincible.
That may be, but that is yet to be seen in this contest right now with a score of 22-11. And Ted DiBiase surprised the Pinhead. Pinhead was trying to sneak attack on Ted DiBiase, and Ted DiBiase snuck around with a clothesline.
2%. Mr. DiBiase has great reflexes. And now he's going and putting the Pinhead into a figure 4 leg lock submission.
The $1 Million Man changing up the submission odds here from the $1 Million Dream to now a figure 4 leg lock. Can he make the Pinhead tap out on the leg submission? The Pinhead's struggling, fighting it, but the leg lock is cinched in deep.
This impossible. Get up, you demon. Fight back. Do love this pain.
What's your infatuation with the Pinhead anyway?
He promised me he promised me freedom. He promised me that I will become a failure, a leader.
Much like Barry Koloff hustles his boys on his merchandise sales, these studs. Well, we all see the point in that, and there, Ted DiBiase's setting up for Pinhead again, but Pinhead cut him off, setting up for that tombstone, dropping the $1 Million Man on his head,
Finish him.
and there's another victory to the Pinhead. And it's now 11-27. It is a brawl back and forth between both superstars.
And Monsieur DiBiase feels like he's been into a fight for his life.
Well, both contestants have been in there for nearly 48 minutes and counting. This now the 10 minutes on the clock. If my eyes are correctly on, I'm having trouble seeing because my glasses, I don't have my glasses with me. But here it appears that Ted DiBiase's coming after the Pinhead with those wooden steps. He just dropped them on the top of the Pinhead, and he's going for a pinfall.
Kick out, demon. Oh!
And another victory to Ted DiBiase as he's sweeping the dirt away
it.
from the
Get on
Pinhead,
top
but the
of him.
Pinhead's come back with some vengeance.
Seems your Megan is not that strong after all.
He's winning this battle right now, as we see the Pinhead, though, continue to punish Ted DiBiase, slamming his head face first onto that mat, onto that hard carpet floor. The $1 Million Man might have a concussion after this battle with the Pinhead.
Oh, he will have a more than a concussion, Mr. Michaels. He will have a life-changing experience.
Exactly, what do you mean by that? And Ted DiBiase waving on that with that club, waiting on the pinhead to get to his feet and a whack.
Never mind, Mr. Michaels. Keep watching them battle. Mr. DiBiase with that British club. Continue to pound the Hell Priest. But you see, Mr. Michaels, it doesn't have much effect on the Hell Priest.
Very well details. We get a closer view of the Crimson Mask of the Pinhead on the cover attempt, and he has pinned the $1 Million Man in, making it 12-28.
Stay.
And there's a back elbow for revenge on the Pinhead after the pin attempt. The $1 Million Man gets a little more frustrated as he gets pinned, it seems, though, Elsa.
Sigh. Perhaps that will be his own worst enemy in the end, Mr. Michaels.
And attempting a top rope maneuver is Ted DiBiase, but cut off immediately by the Pinhead.
And now your American is in big trouble.
And immediately tossed over the top rope by the Pinhead. Ted DiBiase is going to have a back injury that he's going to have to go to a chiropractor after this matchup, possibly.
He is
after
dying,
taking that
Mr.
fall.
Michaels.
I can tell you. And he's going back after the legs again. Now the
Get
Pinhead's
that
in a
demon,
predicament
fight
with
back.
his legs.
Fight it back.
And he stripes and taps that, and that is now
Oh,
24
you fool.
to 13. It appears that the $1 Million Man is wounded the Pinhead from top to bottom and fighting back, going after that leg again.
Mr. DiBiase is very smart now. As he sees he's wounded, his legs, he's going back up to the leg wound once again. Why not?
Very well indeed, very smart indeed, and he's got him tapping out again. Got the Pinhead tapping out like a pig.
This is
and
not
another
looking
victory
good.
is given to Mr. Ted
At all.
DiBiase as the $1 Million Man now with a chair, finally attacking the Pinhead.
And Mr. DiBiase is on the rampage.
Ugh, man.
He's really struck now that he's signed up for an Ironman contest. He did not read the rules of the matchup beforehand.
That sounds like Ted DiBiase in that cover attempt, but the Pinhead was able to kick out, and the frustrated $1 Million Man now with a elbow drop onto the floor.
Physical exhaustion can bring frustration, Mr. Michaels.
In certain circumstances it can, and the $1 Million Dream applied once again to the Pinhead. And the Pinhead's got nowhere to go but to tap out. And another victory is given once again to the $1 Million Man, and a pile driver driven onto that chair onto the floor. Now lateral press implied in the cover and a 3 count, and that leaves a score 29-13.
Must you remind everyone of the score? As Mr. DiBiase is going for another weapon, he's going for the table.
Well, we must let everyone know what's going on at home, Elsa, as we see Ted DiBiase with that table and straddling towards the Pinhead, or running away from the Pinhead, rather, and going after the Pinhead, stalking him down, but he cuts the Pinhead off.
Very well then, as we see Mr. DiBiase getting cut off immediately by the Hell Priest. Hell Priest kind of out of position there, but catches the Pinhead once again.
Well, everyone, we must take one final commercial break. But don't go anywhere, as we're down to the final ends of this Ironman contest. Ted DiBiase's in the lead. We'll let you know what everything's going on right after this important message. Don't go anywhere.
You can't enjoy the sunset without a nice Eckstein to cool off.
We're back from that final commercial break, and this is down to the final end. We're down to like 5 minutes left of this contest. I'm still along ringside with my colleague, Elsa Fugelot.
You're finally getting my name right. Very, Very impressive. That's about time, Mr. Michaels. And we have Mr. DiBiase throwing the pinhead onto the flaming table.
Pinhead just got slammed 10 feet by Ted DiBiase onto that flaming table out onto the floor. And Ted DiBiase's heading up to the top. What could he be doing up here, Elsa?
Ted DiBiase's kamikaze.
And once again, Ted DiBiase off the top rope and splash onto the pinhead. And went through that flaming table, and there's a cover attempt, and there's another victory for Ted DiBiase.
And just like that, the Hell Priest is right back up.
And got taken back down by a left-hand clothesline by the $1 Million Man. And Ted DiBiase now fighting like he's in a fight for his life. And we are in Nazi Germany after all. And there's the $1 Million Dream applied once again, causing the submission of the pinhead.
Get up,
even in the
you
score.
Demon.
The score still
You love this
30
pain.
to
Fight back.
14. And another whack of the club by Ted DiBiase.
Sweat is starting to pour down the side of your head, Mr. Michaels. Feeling nervous, perhaps?
Me and Ted DiBiase are being held hostage here in Nazi Germany right now. I don't feel pretty good about that. And I'm hoping Ted DiBiase beats the crap out of your demon that you summoned here for this contest. A non-sanctioned event, and there's another cover by the Ted DiBiase lateral press, and there's a 3 count.
Don't worry, Mr. Michaels. We're not after you. We just want Mr. DiBiase. Mr. DiBiase he paid his ticket. You were just here by choice.
I'm only here because of the product of X-Steam. You can't spend a cold summer afternoon without having a nice X-Steam to cool off. That's the product that sponsors this event. This matchup is not sanctioned, and Ted DiBiase's trying to get away. There's only like 50 seconds in this contest.
Oh, you're not getting away. Where you think you're going?
And Ted DiBiase's now turning his back, fighting back against Pinhead. Come on, fight back. It's almost over
Get
with.
up, you demon.
And there's a right hand. He's waving off.
Finish him.
Ted DiBiase. He's waving off the Pinhead. Taunting the Pinhead now. Telling him to get up. This is the last few 10, 30 seconds of this contest. It was left down to 10 seconds now. 7 seconds.
It's all over now.
Ted DiBiase
We just
cut
don't
off once
know
again.
it.
But wait a minute. Oh no. Oh no. He just
take him away.
knocked out Ted DiBiase, who won the concept, but they're taking Ted DiBiase away. What's going on here?
Never mind, you fool. Just enjoy the replays. Take a look here as you see. The one attempt to a table, Mr. DiBiase retained the victory.
Ted DiBiase just got lured away, and those chains wrapped around his skin, though.
See the nice agility by the Hell Priest. With his pinfall attempt here, it's a nice recording.
Can someone please explain to me what just happened, what I just saw, what I just witnessed with my own 2 eyes just now?
I told you, Mr. Michaels, it was elimination process. Mr. DiBiase was the subject for the sacrificial for the elimination.
Wait, what? Oh.
Do not worry, Mr. Michaels. Honey, he'll be okay. He'll be back up. Sooner than that, he has finished being tortured for all eternity.
That's a wild witnessing event. There's a replay of the Crimson Mask shown on the pinhead, and he pinned Ted DiBiase. There's your winner of this contest, a displaying of the winner, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. He won the battle, but certainly didn't win the war, obviously. I'm about to get a little step on out of here and head back home. I'm Marty McMichaels alongside Elsa Frugalot.
It's Frugalot.
And we'll see you at another fantasy, a sanctioned event near you.
See you soon.